One of the most annoying parts of being incredibly wealthy is being able to travel pretty much anywhere you want to in the entire world. Wait, did I say annoying? I meant amazing. Unfortunately, though, when you're jetting off to different continents or cruising across the ocean, you might start to feel a little bit homesick. One can't exactly take their entire home with them when they're traveling. This isn't a Pixar movie. Well, technically you can't. Not unless you own a floating home, that is. So, in the spirit of homesick people everywhere, we'll be looking at some of the most expensive, elegant, and downright surprising floating homes money can buy. Welcome back to our channel. Before we begin, make sure you have subscribed and ring that bell so you never miss a video from us. Humans have always been pretty good at building homes in the strangest of places: mountaintops, near volcanoes, deserts, and even space. So it's not very surprising we've been developing progressively cooler ways to live on the water. In today's video, we won't be looking at barges, oil rigs, or cruise ships. Nah, today we'll be taking a tour through 3 of the most expensive and luxurious floating homes around the world. Number 3, the floating seahorse. Let's face it, you knew Dubai was going to be on the list. Admit it, we can't exactly talk about unique and luxurious ways to live without mentioning Dubai after all. So, what is the floating seahorse, and why do they call it that? Allow me to answer one of those questions. This marvel of modern engineering is the product of more than 5,000 hours of research and 13,000 hours of design and engineering, and carries a price tag that reflects it, costing about $2.8 million. So, what's inside this seahorse? That's a sentence I never thought I'd ever say. To start, this isn't your everyday run-of-the-mill floating home. The floating seahorse is a 4,000 square feet double-decker floating miracle. It has an above-water living quarter and 2 floors and an underwater portion complete with a master bedroom, bathroom, and a coral garden just outside the window. You could watch literal seahorses dance from the comfort of your bed. They didn't save all the cool stuff for below sea level either. The middle floor is where you find the kitchen, dining area, and controls for the smart home automation. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention this floating home also doubles as a smart house? Well, it does. Even the blinds are automated. And that takes us up to the top floor, also known as the hot tub floor. It's not quite as large as the other floors, but it makes up for it with its amazing view. It's a perfect spot for tanning, and yeah, it has a pretty sweet hot tub right in the middle. Every room is a spectacle on this floating home, with glass walls and stunning terraces that allow you to look out into the ocean or the beaches. Pretty much every room on every floor can be converted into a bedroom, including the kitchen. Well, except the toilet, unless you've had a few too many, that is. The floating seahorse is exactly the type of luxury you'd find in Dubai. A country with beautiful high-rises, man-made islands, and an underwater hotel. The seahorse almost pales in comparison. That being said, if you splurged and got yourself one of these floating homes, that's paying about $2.8 million to sleep with the fishes. Worth it. Number 2, the main decision. Before we get into the tour of this famous luxury boat, you're probably wondering why on earth it is called that. Well, that's because it's from the magical land of Kentucky, a state in the United States of America. There are 2 things you'll definitely find plenty of in Kentucky, and that's houseboats and horses. I'm not kidding either. They're the houseboat manufacturing capital of the world. 85% of all houseboats are manufactured there, and one of the state's top manufacturers of houseboats is named Thoroughbred, and their company sign, a horse. You can't make this up. Now on to the $1.2 million world champion houseboat, the Main Decision. This massive sea vessel really stretches the term boat quite a lot. With a length of 115 feet, it's nearly twice the size of a regular houseboat and weighs about 75 to 80 tons. I guess anything's a boat if it floats. The Main Decision isn't big for no reason either. It really puts the house in houseboat. It has more than 3,200 square feet of living space, which includes a beautifully furnished main salon with a gas fireplace, 9 flat-screen TVs, and a satellite system in case you get bored with the copious amounts of fishing you'll be getting done. The Main Decision is so convenient, you don't even need to dock to leave. It has a built-in helipad right on top of it, capable of supporting a 2,000-pound helicopter load plus additional equipment. Perfect for those quick getaways from the Coast Guard, or so I've heard. If you don't want to live in a houseboat because you're scared it might get too hot in the summer, don't worry. The Main Decision has your back. Its mid-sun deck comes with a temperature-controlling misting ring with 70 nozzles, capable of dropping the temperature and making for a comfortable lounge in the open. And that's not all you've got to beat the heat. The Main Decision also comes with a beautiful bar made of black pearl granite, its most popular feature, sat just behind the mid-sun deck. And you'd never believe it, the bar is shaped like a horseshoe. I'm not even surprised at this point. I'd hate to belabor the point or, beat a dead horse, but if you still don't think Kentucky has a rather unique relationship with horses, there's a $27,000 6-foot-tall bronze horse statue at the stern of the main decision. Enough said. Number 1. The Ark-Up. This vessel is the ultimate expression of what it means to live on the water. Some call it a yacht, others call it a floating villa. I call it a mansion boat. It's not quite as catchy as the other names, but when I'm done telling you about the Ark-Up, you'll probably be calling it that as well. The Ark-Up isn't just some floating home you boat around in once in a while. It is so well designed, I'm surprised someone hasn't used it to sail around the world yet. Although that might have something to do with its whopping $5.5 million price tag. How do they justify asking for such an incredible amount? Well, let's take a look at this marvel of engineering to find out. The Ark-Up is completely independent of electricity and water. It has 119 solar panels on the roof, capable of storing 182 kilowatts of power in its battery packs, which is enough power to run the yacht, its air conditioning system, its hydraulic system, and drive the bloody thing. Those are some crazy batteries. Alternative power like this makes the Ark-Up one of the most environmentally sustainable yachts on the market. This is not just great for the environment, it also means goodbye electric bills. The Ark-Up has 4,350 square feet of living space. It has 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, and can very comfortably house 8 people. But don't let that number fool you. This yacht is anything but small. It has an outside living area and a retractable deck that literally extends outwards. You can make the yacht even bigger with a press of a button. Plus, the retractable deck alone is big enough to hold 55 people. If this is not the ultimate party boat, send me your address and I will fight you on this. No house, floating or not, will be complete without a kitchen, and oh boy, what a kitchen. A wine cooler, double fridge, and a range hood are just some of the luxurious finishings you'll find in this kitchen. It looks so good I would pay someone to let me cook on this boat. And if you're worried the sea currents might rock the yacht while cooking and cause an accident, don't be. The Ark-Up is equipped with a 4-piling system that is responsible for lifting the entire yacht above water, reducing the threat it might face from a hurricane and keeping it perfectly stable, just like a regular house. But way cooler. To ensure you always have an amazing view, the Ark-Up is fitted on all sides with transparent glass walls. And not just any glass either. Hurricane impact windows capable of withstanding wind speeds of up to 115 miles per hour. So no matter where you are or what you're doing, having lunch, resting in the living room, or driving the yacht, you'll always have a lovely view and feel safe at the same time. It's no surprise this yacht is award-winning, quite literally. The architects received an Innovation Award from the French-American Chamber of Commerce, the Green Award by the Miami Chamber of Commerce, and even the Golden Key to the City. This is a self-sustaining, eco-friendly floating villa. How has nobody tried to sail around the world in 80 days in this boat yet? I'm baffled. Well, till an eccentric billionaire finally does what we're all waiting for, I'm just going to say that the Ark-Up is truly one of a kind and is changing the game for floating homes everywhere. And for $5.5 million, it better be. In conclusion, if these luxury sea vessels are anything to go by, it's pretty obvious man has mastered the ability to live on the water quite well. Next stop, Mars, I guess. Either that or underwater. My money's on the moon. So what do you think about floating homes? The logical next step for human settlement? Or a massive accident waiting to happen? Comment below and let us know if the Titanic is likely to repeat itself. And if you enjoyed this video, do leave us a like and check out the King Luxury channel for more videos all about luxury. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.